Hello everybody, good evening. Today we are together and I will start the first part of a little antiquing on this violin. So the real color, it's a little bit more dark. So let me see if I change some of the light. So the real color is a little bit more orange than this yellow. So I'm going to try to see if I can get a more realistic color for you. Yeah, a little bit better. Oh, still, remember that the original one is a little bit darker. My name is Sofia Vettori, and I make violin since I was 17. I learned from my father, then learned from his father, and then we are making violins in my family for 90 years, almost 90 years. So I love varnishing. I started varnishing. That was the first thing I learned in violin making. And I was varnishing. Now I'm preparing my tampone. And I learned how to French polish from a German guy in Italy. So my father, this German guy in Italy, was amazing. He was French polishing the instruments for a lot of makers. This was before we had the euro, so this was when we still had lira in Italy. And so my father asked if he could teach me and my brothers how to French polish. So at that time, I remember my dad, he spent 1,500,000 lire. That was a lot of money for the time, but I'm glad my father did it because I learned the skill that it's serving me since then. So that's why it's so much important to invest in your education, because the skills that you will learn, the knowledge that you will learn, the knowing how that you will learn, it will be with you forever. So no matter if you change country, like now I live in the US, change country, like now I live in the US, no matter if you change job, change shop, everything that you learn, it will come with you forever. So that's so much important. Now, I don't know if you can see. Maybe I turn off too many lights now. Okay, so I will go. This is the first French polish that I applied to this violin. So it has only a couple of coats of transparent varnish already. So everything else that you see in the color is the ground. I already posted those videos, how I was making the ground and everything. And yeah, so I love varnishing. It's absolutely my favorite part, and the violin will start looking as beautiful as you are dreaming. So in this stage I want to make a little film so that the wood is a little bit has a little bit of yeah, you see, like that film on top. So start getting material on, and it start getting like a dress. Corpo. How would you say this in English? Like body? I don't know if this makes sense. So that because the varnish is on top of the violin, but we don't want to apply too much varnish. That if we apply too much varnish, then the violin will, the sound will be muted, and you will not see the flames anymore. Look at this scroll. So then we want to apply the amount of varnish that it's perfect to have the perfect sound and to have the perfect looking. And I really love the texture that it's velvet. So then, and I help myself doing that with the French polish technique. So this series of video that I'm making here, so thanks for coming back if you are coming back to my channel, and welcome if you're new. So remember to like, so you will and subscribe so you will not miss any new video. It's super cold today here, it's super dry, so and I already prepared here some of the color that we will apply together. So we will French polish a lot because I love French polishing. It gives the instrument such a beautiful finishing. So consider that the color is darker, it's a little more orange. I don't know why it's getting so yellow now, but it's not like that. So I will post some pictures also on my Instagram, so if you want to go see there, because I will try to post a picture with the color that it's more authentic. So these are just the first coat. We're still far away. I want to have a nice brown color, red. All right, so now that I give to the violin first the French polishing, I want to start working a little bit with the antiquing. Okay, now I have the camera, it's a little bit in the middle, so I'm trying to do that. So the idea, I put it here so it stays soft, doesn't dry out. I put it inside this little jar, that it's not closed well. I can close it better. I think I need to have another jar. I have so many. Okay, now it's better. So the idea for me with this video is like, let's say you're visiting me here in my workshop and you are just sitting close to me and watching what I'm doing. I want to have a piece of fabric ready. So, like that. This is an old bed sheet, and well, this brush, I don't like it too much. Okay, let me see if I find another brush that it's not so stiff. I have a little bit of a mess in here, so this is reality. It's not staged. Okay, let me find another brush because I don't like this one too much. Okay, come with me. We're gonna go here. I have a heater because it's very cold. And yes. Okay, I have a new nice little brush. Okay, so let's start again. Much better. So you apply and then you almost remove everything, but it will be perfect. If you have any question, you can ask me in the comments. Not while I'm live, because now that I'm working live, I can't see the comments, and the comments disappear. So if you have any question, please come back when the video will be posted, so that I can read the comments and I can answer you. Wow, just a tiny little touch. It's impressive. See, between here and here, the difference is incredible, incredible. I love when the violins start coming together. And I like to work in the night because nobody's bothering me. So it's my favorite time of the day. And I'm lucky that my workshop is part of the house. So I can come and work after dinner. And tonight my husband prepared some carbonara pasta that was amazing. He's really mastering it. Okay. So this will take a while. I will go around all the edges like that. Coming very nice. I really like this piece of wood, and it's amazing because I'm making another violin with the brother of this piece of maple here, and it's going to be, this is a Guarneri del Gesù model, so I'm making another Guarneri del Gesù model, different model. So I'm very curious to hear like how they will sound, because they have the same piece of tree wood, but different Guarneri del Gesù, different models. So it's gonna be very interesting. Yep, it's coming really, really pretty. Now we turn it. So if you're watching, you can also write in the comment where you are watching from. I would love to know you. So you can write your name, your country, and if you make violins, violas, cellos, and yeah, if you want to write something about you, I would love to read it in the comments. So we start becoming a group. Here we go. Then this part here. By the way, if you like my method and you want to have everything, all the material, where to buy, how do I cook them, how do I prepare them, how do I apply them step by step, organized, there is the super amazing varnishing course that I made. So you can check in on my website, sofiavettori.com, and you can find it. And now let's go on with this beautiful antiquing here. All right. So after we're finishing all the edges inside, like that, we will go on the purfling. So that's the next step that I like to, and I like to do this step at the beginning, at the first stage of the varnishing, so that it will look very natural also. And then we can redo it also afterwards a little bit if it goes away. So it's nice to have more steps and stages. What I think it's super important to take care of is that this part where the back and the top is glued to the line, to the ribs, it's super clean. We don't want to have like dirty glue bump here. That's very ugly. So here should be super clean. We don't want to have like dirty things, right? So be sure that you clean it very, very well before you start varnishing. So, because if you look at the old instruments, especially because they've been opened and re-glued, they're super clean. And I never want to have in this part here too much varnishing stuck. So we'll take care of that also. Because if there is too much varnish here on the edge, close where the ribs are glued to the back, the sound will not be good. And we want to make a beautiful violin and a beautiful sounding violin. So that's our main goal. Do you agree? Okay, let's go on here. Here. So what I will do then, I will let this dry all night, and then tomorrow I will apply coat of varnish on top to block everything that I just did. So you want to go around, especially before I go to sleep, and check if there is anything that you don't like, because if there is a spot you don't like, it's still fresh. You can still remove it with some extra oil, and then just go back to nothing almost. So before it's too late, before it dries, you can always change it. So that's good. And especially remember that everything we did before the sealing, it will never go away. I can remove everything of that, but all the ground will be there. So that's the best part of, I think, of my varnishing method. And here, I'm making this gorgeous here, and I'm also using these colors not only on the Purlfing, but I will also use in the middle a little bit. But I will do that more than one time. We'll do that also while we will French polishing next days. So I will try to turn on the camera and show you some of my varnishing process. Can you see it's already darker here? It's a nice color. And then we go this other way. So you almost remove almost everything, but just remain just a little thing. Wow, that will make it look beautiful. And if your piece of fabric gets too dirty, you can always take a new one, change it. Because sometimes it gets so dirty that while you're like working here, it gets dirt everywhere. So, oh, that's really nice. Yes, it's coming really nice. Let me know in the comments if you like this. And here we go. That's coming really nice. Let's add a little more on the corner. Here. So I like to varnish the violin like if you were making a painting. Okay. So be careful that also your edges are nice and clean. You don't want to have like spot of leftover color that you didn't control. Benissimo. And now top. So, oh, wait a second. This fell off. Okay. So what we're doing in the top, we're going everywhere around the Purlfing again, then also inside the F, and also on this part here. So let's start. Collect all the dirt from the ground. Okay. So the top, it's a little lighter than the back. So I will help me also with this color to reach a darker color, so that it will match the back. So you see this part here, how it's getting nice. Yes. And so that's just the beginning. So I like to see, while I'm varnishing, I like to see a pleasant stage almost all the time. So I don't know, it works better for me if I have something that looks nice since the beginning, and then try to keep it nicer and nicer. And if you don't like, just need to use some oil and you can remove everything you don't like. I think it's coming nice, so we leave it like that. Here we go. Varnishing takes a lot of time, and you don't have to rush, just take your time. I know this video will be long, so thanks for being here for all the video if you're still here.